Hello and welcome. You know, in the world of hospitality, truly understanding our guests, well, it's everything, isn't it? It's what transforms a simple stay into a truly memorable experience. Today, we're going to explore the single most powerful tool we have to make that happen: guest feedback. My name is, well, you can think of me as your dedicated hotel AI expert. With years of experience in modern hospitality operations, I'm absolutely delighted to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. This program is all about giving you practical, real-world strategies that you can take with you throughout your careers. So, let's get started. So, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll lay the foundation, getting into that guest-centric mindset. Then, we'll look at the best methods for actually collecting feedback. After that, we'll get into the real art of asking the right questions. And finally, we'll cover the most important part: how to turn all that incredible feedback into real, tangible action. All right, let's dive into section 1. We've got to start at the beginning with our foundation. It's all about understanding why guest feedback is so incredibly important. Before we can even think about the how, we have to really get inside the guest's perspective. I want you to think of this quote as our North Star. See, feedback isn't just about getting a score on a survey. Not at all. It's a direct line of communication with your guest. It's basically a roadmap they're handing you, filled with insights that can help you improve every single aspect of your hotel. Now this is so important to understand. On one side, you have feedback that feels like a chore. It's too long, it's invasive, it's just annoying. And what happens? Guests ignore it. But on the other side, you have our goal: feedback that's quick, respectful, and actually relevant to their stay. The difference between these two approaches is everything. It's the difference between getting radio silence and getting pure gold. Okay, so we've got the right mindset. We're thinking guests first. Now let's get practical. Section 2 is all about building our toolkit: the how, the when, and the where of gathering feedback like a pro. You know, timing is absolutely crucial. You have to ask at the right moment. For example, in-stay feedback is perfect for fixing a problem right then and there. A quick, simple question at checkout, that captures their immediate gut feeling. And then a more detailed survey sent after they leave, that's where you get the really rich, reflective feedback on their whole experience. And let's be real, we have to meet our guests where they are. A multi-channel approach isn't just about covering all your bases, it's about respect. Some guests love a quick SMS link, others prefer a face-to-face chat. By giving them options, you're making it easy for them to talk to you, and that's how you get their most honest and valuable thoughts. All right, we've figured out the logistics. Now we get to the fun part: the art of communication. Because how you ask a question is just as important as when or where you ask it. This is all about crafting questions that give you answers you can actually use. Okay, just listen to this question for a second. Evaluate the efficacy of our operational procedures. I mean, come on, it's full of our own internal jargon, it's clunky, a guest has to stop and try to figure out what you even mean. It creates friction, and that leads to bad answers, or worse, no answer at all. Now, what if we asked this instead? Was your room clean and comfortable? See the difference? It's simple, it's direct, it speaks their language, it asks about their experience, not our procedures. And because it's so easy to answer, the data you get back is so much more useful. The big takeaway here: clarity is everything. A really great feedback strategy needs a balance of both of these. Think of it this way. Quantitative questions, the rating scales, they give you the what. They give you the hard numbers you can track over time. But the qualitative questions, the open-ended ones, they give you the why. They tell you the stories and the feelings behind those numbers. You absolutely need both to get the full picture. So, how do you get guests to really open up and give you that thoughtful feedback? Well, these 3 things are key. Personalization shows them you see them as a person, not just a room number. Transparency, telling them what you'll do with their feedback, shows you actually value their time. And of course, cultural sensitivity ensures that your request always feels respectful no matter where your guests call home. And that brings us to our final and honestly most important section, because collecting all this data, that's just the first step. The real magic happens when you take that data and use it to make things better. It's all about closing the loop. This 4-stage loop should be your playbook. You gather the feedback, you analyze it to find the patterns, you act on what you've learned, and then, and this is the step everyone forgets, you communicate what you've done. It's a loop for a reason. If you skip a step, you break the chain, and you break the trust you're trying to build. Let's make this super concrete. A guest says, I ran out of towels. Okay, simple enough. The old way might be to just apologize and bring them more towels. But the right way is to see that as a data point. The real action isn't for that one guest. It's updating the procedure so every room gets extra towels from now on. You can see that clear line from a single comment to a system-wide improvement. And that right there, that is the whole point. When a guest sees that their comment about the towels actually led to a change, it proves you're not just asking, you're actually listening. That single act reinforces how much you value them, and it's one of the most powerful ways to build incredible loyalty. So let's quickly recap our playbook. It all starts with putting the guest at the center of everything. From there, you build a smart collection strategy using multiple channels at just the right moments. You design questions that are clear and balanced. And most importantly, you complete that loop. You analyze, you act, and you communicate. So, I want to leave you with this final thought. Stop thinking of guest feedback as just a survey or a report card. It's not. It is an ongoing conversation with the most important people for your business, your guests. Your job isn't just to listen. It's to build a dialogue that helps you constantly improve, innovate, and perfect the experience you provide. And that is the true art of hospitality. Thank you.